So my name's Jared Blank. I'm dyslexic. Recently wrote a book called Running the Distance, which talks about my journey of dyslexia and how that prepared me to run the World Marathon Challenge, which is 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 continents, and just continue to speak and help support the dyslexic community, which is like really near and dear to my heart.
With all that being said and all those cool things you're involved with, what is your latest challenge? What are you currently up to?
Yeah, no, thanks. And there's definitely various levels of dyslexia. I think it can range. Me personally, I was diagnosed when I was 5 with being severely dyslexic. And so really fortunate to come from a family that was able to support me and provide me the resources. So without that, it wouldn't have been possible. So just really grateful and felt lucky in the upbringing that I had. And then currently continuing to run and support different initiatives around the topic of dyslexia. Recently did this thing called the 4x4x48. It's a David Goggins challenge, and we did it to raise funds for the Running the Distance Scholarship, which supports giving a scholarship to someone who is learning challenged specifically with dyslexia within the Oregon and Washington area. So just trying to find different ways to support the community.
What are your kind of steps of how you're going to achieve those goals and execute those things?
Yeah, no, I think there are advantages to having dyslexia. It's kind of this fine line that we talk about. We have a student panel here in the state of Oregon, and having conversations with them, it's like when they're going through it, seeing the advantages is sometimes kind of a challenge. So there is a fine line to talking about the areas of struggle and as well as the areas of opportunity within kind of the journey of dyslexia. There's really 4 things that I'm out to achieve in changing the culture around education and dyslexia. And the first one is I'm a strong believer in science-based reading programs. And providing that through K through 3rd grade is like extremely important if we can get that implemented. The other thing is assistive technology. I believe that every student should have access to assistive technology, dyslexic or not. And if we can get that done, that could really help. If you design for the most impacted and build that way, it usually benefits everyone. So I'm a firm believer in assistive technology in the classroom. So the third one is, I really believe in providing extra time for all students. It will benefit the students that have dyslexia and learning challenges. And I look at it like, if you're going on from high school to college or college to professional, providing that extra time will allow people to achieve their goals. And I look at it very similar to a marathon course. If you provide 8 hours for everyone to finish the race, and some people can do it in 2.5, and some people need the full time, either way, they're both accomplished and they both can achieve what they're pursuing. And then the 4th thing is, I really think we need to look at how we evaluate extracurricular activities, sports, art, music, and not equate that to a GPA or a standardized test to being able to participate in those endeavors. And it's really important for students that are dyslexic, learning challenge, and I think all students in general, to be able to focus on their passions, and we can find other ways to make sure that they're getting education alongside of those without it being equated to a GPA or a standardized test to participate. If we can achieve these 4 things that I'm talking about from a standpoint, I think that could really shift the culture for how we think about dyslexia and how we can build a universal system that could be applicable to all. And that's really the hope, right? The most we can help engage the most amount of people, if we can bring more people to the table in their pursuits, then we're going to have a better society in general. So that's really the goal.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video as much as we did putting it together. And if you'd like to see part 2 with Jared Blank, please feel free to click this link here and learn more about what Jared is doing to support the dyslexic community. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you there.